Do you need a moment?
No. No.
Can I take one? Maybe? Sorry, I was just friends, you know? It's going off the air.
Here it is! Your moment is in.
My impression is that what has been charged thus far is abuse, which I believe technically is different from torture.
Bush, I saw your speech last night to the Arab people. What was that? Do I have to do everything in this country? They don't care about things like the dumb prisoners getting humiliated. The average Arab is looking at us like Jerry Maguire. They're like, hey, show me the money. We're wasting our time apologizing for idiots they don't care about. They want money from that oil that's under their feet. They want to sit down on a nice couch like anybody else after work, look at their fat, happy kids and $200 sneakers and iPods. And you know what? That will solve everything because money solves violence. What is so hard for people to understand about the fact that there's very little killing in Beverly Hills or Kuwait, and there were always shootings in East New York and Palestinian refugee camps. You kill all the crazy bastards in Iraq, and in 5 years, the only sign of radical Islam will be a bunch of Arabs TiVoing Hezbollah, Where Are They Now, on VH1. You understand that? Oh, nothing.
Hey.
Hey, good to see you, fella.
Hey, dude.
Hey, guy.
What's going on? What's going on today?
Oh, well, today, I'm glad you asked, Guy, because today President Bush went on 2 Arab TV networks. Oh, that was yesterday, to denounce the abuse of Iraqi prisoners by U.S. soldiers. Here's a look. Ready?
We're a great country because we're a free country, and we do not tolerate these kind of abuses. The people in the Middle East must be assured that that we will investigate fully, that we will find out the truth.
He goes to that free well a lot, doesn't he? But what do you guys think?
Quinn, the man's out of touch. We have a 7... He's cutting taxes. We have a... Would you shut up?
He's just so eager.
I'm eager.
Dov, you're trying to score. We don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
Shut up and go ahead.
I can't wait till your exciting speech.
Listen to me. It's not a speech. I'm saying he's cutting taxes. We have a $7 trillion national debt. I don't even think he believes it's a real number.
Is it a real number? Trillion?
No, I think somebody must have said something. Somebody said, Mr. President, you know we have a $7 trillion debt. He was like 7 trillion, billion, bazillion. Get out of my office, boy.
You know what, though? Look.
Now left.
He didn't even say sorry, though. He didn't actually apologize.
Why should he? He shouldn't. You know what? They drag our bodies through the street like dead rugs, and we say nothing, and nothing happens on the news. We take a couple sexy photos, and everybody's pissed off.
It's true. I mean, people are making... I think the Arabs are laughing at us, going, boy, they really are soft. All they want to know is how they're going to get their, Kazanich out of the scene. They don't care if we do this to a couple of dregs. They don't give a damn about those idiots.
I don't like the way they're blaming the soldiers, though, man. You could tell if you watch the pictures, they're not like having a good time. When you're doing foul stuff to person and having a good time, and it's off the cuff, it's like, hey, yeah. But it's very like you get on top of him, you get on top of him, it came down from somebody. You can't blame those kids for that.
I really do want to meet that girl, though. She's pretty.
That girl,
like that little, she's a little dominatrix. She had the little. She was looking.
She had him on the leash today. Yeah,
had him on the leash. I like that.
Yeah, they don't like that. I'm sure that'll go over big.
She's a hot number. She's gonna be like 250 American to get that done.
But let me ask you this.
What?
First of all, somebody explain to me.
It's like 300.
Oh, the hell with it.
I just didn't hear.
Let's move on. What's next?
Jesus, Colin, what's wrong?
I just had a mood swing. Disney has refused to release Michael Moore's new documentary, Fahrenheit 9/11, that links President Bush with bin Laden's family and criticizes the war in Iraq. Here's more on why he thinks Disney did it, and followed by Michael Eisner.
Disney was afraid of offending Jeb Bush because they were up for millions of dollars of tax abatements and tax incentives in the state of Florida.
Any company has the right to distribute or not to distribute. We have we informed both the agency that represented the film and all of our companies that we just didn't want to be in the middle of a politically oriented film during an election year.
Now, I hate to defend this guy that I hate, Michael Moore, but are you trying to tell me, you just said, we don't want to do a politically oriented film in an election year. Yeah, you don't want anything with any kind of content. That's a bad idea.
No, Goofy's
just
got
keep
more
making
balls
the
than
usual
him.
stupid, awful stuff you make. Eisner and the rest of these dumb Hollywood idiots.
It's all part of the right-wing Jewish conspiracy.
Holy Jesus.
Holy mother.
You really are an independent film waiting to happen.
He really is trying to make a stand.
What the hell?
The Jewish right.
And cut. We'll do that again.
You think, Doug, you think you're kidding, but guess what? All the people on the left would go, yeah, there is a right-wing Jewish, right-wing conspiracy, and they'll say Rumsfeld and Paul. What's that?
They would say that there's a left-wing Jewish conspiracy.
No, but a lot of people say it's a right-wing one too. Wolfowitz, Pearl, Wolfowitz, Pearl, and what's the other?
Right.
What's
The Jews do run a lot of shit.
Could you stop eating and pay attention? What are you, homeless? Listen, answer the question.
The bottom line is, do you agree with Michael Moore as much as it disgusts me to agree with him? I do agree with him.
I agree with him too.
Because I hate him.
Why?
Why do I hate him?
The guy is good, man.
Please.
He's an honest
Well,
dude.
it's great. It's good for him.
He's
an
honest,
honest guy,
subjective.
man.
He's really honest.
It's great for him because his book got banned and went to #1. So maybe
Right, it is good for him.
It's all hype. That's all he's doing is hyping it up so that people will be like, oh my God,
He's
we have
not
to see this
hyping
movie.
it up. Disney's
What are you
hyping it up.
talking about? He's getting into it because the negative publicity is going to help him. He
How
doesn't
could
care.
anybody argue with what Moore is saying? And yes, I am hungry.
How could anybody argue with what Moore is saying? About what? About 9/11?
About what Moore is saying. There's obviously some sort of tax issue in Florida, which why else wouldn't they want to put it out? You want to lose $35 million?
Of course.
Well, they lost $75 million on Alamo.
It serves them. It serves Disney. They want to get slick. They want to do business with me or Max. You want to be independent. But let me tell you this about Michael Moore. Honest. Michael Moore, as you call him. He was so honest that I'll never forget in his play. And this is one of the reasons I hate him. When he said,
what play? Colin, stop
Some
making
dumb-
1946 references that nobody knows. Stop always trying to prove you're smarter than everybody. We never heard of Michael Moore's play. We saw that dumb goddamn documentary he did, and we're gonna see this one. So let's stay with everybody else. You know, when Michael Moore first started, we don't care.
He is right.
This dude,
He is right.
From what the average guy knows, Michael Moore is honest. We don't want to go back to the CIA films there, Colin.
That play last year, by the way, it ran for about 9 months in London and New York.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Did anybody hear this play, please?
But plays are fake anyway, right?
Nobody, Colin.
Not one person.
Stop trying to be above us. Oh, Liz, did you hear about this play?
He really should come up with a pipe, the little aristocrat he is.
Michael Moore.
I really apologize that I was trying to be above you by having heard of a play.
Hey, I'm in a play. It's very respectable. Go on.
Yeah, it's
Colin.
called
The
Why I
Marijuana
Slept
Laws.
with
Can I
Tom
get my-
Brady.
Is that a snap?
Colin, you're dealing with illiterates. You're dealing with illiterates.
I mean, it's not like
If
I
they had
said.
a play together, if they were starting a play, it
They're
would called
just
the
too
illiterate
dumb.
monologues.
I can't take this kind of ignorance. You understand what I said? A play, and you went on a rampage and dummy, of course. Look who's on your side.
Why am I dumb?
Look
Leave
who's
him
on your
alone.
side.
Why are you calling? You're picking on the dumbest person. That shows you're not smart. That proves he's not smart.
He is the people,
Pick on
Colin.
this smart-looking
He
person.
represents us. Most of us didn't know Michael Moore did a play. We know that dumb movie he did with the cartoon in it. That's all we know of this goofy pedophile face.
All they have to do
We
is
don't care. We know him from the Oscars.
all they have to do is animate this thing, and they can say whatever the hell they want.
Does everybody have any weed?
We'll be right back after this commercial.
On the road to the White House, candidates address what it takes to be president.
This is George Bush. What were his qualifications? Apparently he was drunk until he was 40.
Don't miss a special Indecision 2004 Friday night stand-up tomorrow at 8:30 on Comedy Central.
This special Indecision presentation is brought to you in part by Singular Wireless and by Volkswagen.
College is in our immediate future, only not the same one. Florida, Texas, Ivy League. All three of us in college at the same time. We need a way to keep in touch. That won't cost us a lot.
With Singular's Family Talk, you can call any Singular customer for free no matter where they or you are. Add a line for $9.99. Hurry, offer ends June 20th.
We call it our More Money for Books. Yeah, right. Books. Plan.
Singular Nation Family Talk. Another reason Singular fits you best.
The Volkswagen Spring Sales Drive is going on now. That means it's a really good time to get behind the wheel of your very own road-hugging, German-engineered Volkswagen. Each one is packed with cool features and backed by a 4-year, 50,000-mile limited warranty. And now, for a little while at least, you can get a new Passat GLS 1.8T for just $239 a month. So see your local dealer soon, because like spring, this will be over before you know it.
Hey, you never told...
What was that?
Crunchy!
Guys? Only Taco Bell has the spicy, melty, crunchy stuff you crave. Spice up the night. Open till midnight or later. Oh man, there's a line.
Dockers Pro Style. Shirts and pants that do it all.
With IO Digital Cable Service and your Showtime subscription, you can order Showtime on demand. Enjoy the best of Showtime anytime with Hollywood hits, family shows, and original series like Soul Food all on your schedule. Start your choice when you want and enjoy them as often as you like. Even pause, rewind, and fast forward. Order Showtime on demand. Available with IO Digital Cable Service from Cablevision. Call to order IO today. 1-866-34-DIGITAL.
I'm in a band called Lilix, and I was hating my contacts. So I went to the eye doctor, who told me about these new lenses called AccuView Advance.
Introducing new AccuView Advanced brand contact lenses with HydroClear.
I definitely feel comfortable wearing them for a long period of time.
Do your eyes thirst for all-day comfort? Then get details on a free trial pair of AccuView Advance. Call 1-800-573-0097 and experience all-day comfort with HydroClear for yourself. Call 1-800-573-0097 today for details on how to get your free trial pair.
City officials in Miami are hoping to recruit more black police officers by dropping the swimming requirement for applicants. What do you have to say to that, cuz?
Well, here's the big problem.
You know, people can't swim, admit it.
We can swim.
You stink.
Oh.
If you could swim, you wouldn't be in this
We
predicament
do.
over here.
We swim.
We know you can swim.
We do swim. I'm gonna get ready. Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get ready to be scientific about it. When we grow up, black people, swimming is not a competitive thing. We don't do any sport where I can't say your mother afterwards. Your mother ain't, talk about your mama or say, hey, you suck. Swimming is a very lonely, we're very.
So is chain snatching, but somebody's pretty good at that. Whoa.
Wow.
Hey, we're a community type of people, man. So that's why we do it. We're very good at team sports. We don't play golf. We don't swim. We barely play tennis now. We really don't. It's not enough.
Blacks don't swim. White people don't dance.
We do swim.
Here's the crux of the issue.
We're not proficient we're not competitive at it. But if we was to get competitive, you keep opening your white mouth, we're gonna start swimming, and then you're gonna be talking about, they take over swimming too.
You're right.
That was a black guy doing a black voice.
This is Haitians that is saying that. Am I right? I mean, isn't that how they got here? They should put
a badge on when they get here.
The whole police department should be Haitians.
The problem is, listen to me. Would you listen to me, please? I'll solve it right now.
He's got a solution.
Yes,
go ahead.
Yes, listen to me.
Don't swing, just go ahead and talk.
The black man makes a bad swimmer. However,
the black man.
However,
we can swim.
Shut up. However, we all
can
know
swim.
Shut up. However,
let him finish.
We all know they have the upper hand in the 100-yard dash. Now, listen to me.
Don't look, just tell him.
That's exactly.
Get it out there now.
That was it. Colin. Now
No,
let's sit in it.
No. Now it wasn't it.
Now he's going to try to add
Anybody,
He doesn't
how
have the
about
upper hand in the 100 end.
Has anybody ever been mugged here and then had the guy make his escape via waterway? There. Now shut up. You're idiot.
Wow, you saved that.
You're really good. You want to play games with me?
Dov, as
I'm
much as I
rolling.
love you, you saved your ass with that one. Because
You're
I'll
right.
tell you, I wasn't even going to not put you on again. I was going to boot you off this episode.
Colin.
Why can't Tony Camin ever say anything?
I said
Tony,
a good one earlier.
I know. Are you fine with that, Tony? I
Yeah,
just
that's
don't want
good
you.
enough.
It's not that I give a damn about you. I don't want you bad-mouthing me to other comedians. I want you to say that Kyle's a great guy. You
They
know what I
already
mean,
know.
baby?
They know you can't talk right.
But I don't know you.
I saw you at the Comedy Awards.
Did you say I can't talk right?
Yeah.
What does that mean, Tony?
You have a problem with enunciation.
No, Tony, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Tony, let me explain something to you, Tony. We don't know each other that well at all. We don't know each other, okay? We don't know each other. You've heard, one of the reasons I have a problem with enunciation is because every day I have spontaneous new things to say. Unlike your friends that think they're so alternative, and yet they're doing the same old stuff every day, I like to work off the cuff for real. So once in a while I get a little upset and nervous, and I spittle, and I stutter. But, Tony...
I find it endearing.
I know, Tony, but I'm just trying to explain when you bring that message back to friends.
That last one was pretty good, though. The punchline.
I'm sorry, you mumbled. What? You don't have what?
Oh,
Dov,
Jesus!
Dov's still pissed. He actually turned on me. Dov.
No, I didn't. No.
Go sit.
All right,
Colin, he's saying that you mumble.
No, he's saying that the word... Go ahead. What are we going to say? Anybody?
Listen, you know
What's
what?
the subject?
This sucks because you have to swim. If you're a police officer almost surrounded by water, you should have to swim. And because you're black and you didn't have your own pool when you were a kid, that shouldn't matter. What are we going to make basketball requirement now?
Bobby, wait.
Throw one more thing. When's the last time?
You're surrounded by water doesn't mean you're going to
Let me say something. First of all, Bob says your own pool like you grew up some rich white neighborhood. This son of a bitch was in juvie for 11 years. I'm not kidding.
I was in juvie.
For what?
First time Bobby saw a pool, he was naked and babysitting.
And he acts like he had a nice pool and a happy childhood. Your childhood was awful.
I was in juvie. Dov acts like he was in juvie.
What do you mean I act like I was in juvie?
You're getting a little out of control today,
Dov
Dov.
likes to box. Watch out. Dov's got some fast hands.
I'm just saying
What's that? I let people butter up my ass?
Let me just say something. Let me just say something.
Okay.
This is really crap. I'm
Right.
serious. This is crap. It's swimming. You can learn to swim in 5 minutes.
Well,
and these guys don't want to go in and learn how to swim.
I was not a good swimmer. I used to swim like that all the time because they say in New York, swimming style, you swim looking at your towels and nobody steals your stuff the whole time.
Swim. I just get sick of y'all qualifying what we can do.
We admit that.
You said you couldn't do it.
He just said, I'm
I
sick
didn't
of
say
y'all
I
qualifying what we can do. You know what?
I can swim well. We don't know. I didn't say we don't swim well. We don't swim as a thing, but we can swim.
Nobody's asking for the
I'll tell you exactly
medal
why.
in the breaststroke.
I'll tell you exactly what it is,
You're going to
too.
swim 150 feet, and these guys are complaining.
Whoever snatched a chain and dove into the ocean?
Dov, you said that. Was that last
You already
time?
said it, stupid.
I know, but
you
nobody
laughed at the
listened to my
same
point.
joke twice. You stay.
They like it. Shut up and let them laugh.
There's 2
Before
points
I
to
whip
this
a
that
grape
both
at
have
you.
to be addressed. Point 1, yes, we know if you decided to swim, you might be, like every other sport, excel past us in no time, but be honest. The bottom line is this. The reason you don't swim, community room, no pool. Rikers, no pool. That's why you're great at ping pong. Because any sport that can be played
in a prison,
any sport can be played in the day room, you master.
The Chinese are good at ping pong, too.
Nothing for that one, folks. The day room, and I got nothing.
You know, see, the fact that you know so much about black people is really a curse to you and your white friends. I'm gonna tell you why. Colin has a real knowledge of black people for some reason. So when he says these black things, he thinks that all white people know about community day rooms, and you don't. So he's a man in purgatory. Black people don't like him, and white people don't understand him. He don't know where he's going.
We'll be right back after this.
If it's not that funny.
Dennis Leary, Louis Black, Janine Garofalo, Jay Moore, and a couple of latchkey, TV-addicted babies are part of a whole new world of stand-up. It's Shorties Watching Shorties. New episode Wednesday after South Park, only on Comedy Central.
Van Helsing is is a great way to kick off the summer movie season and has the excitement of Raiders of the Lost Ark with film's most classic creatures.
Is it always like this? Pretty much.
Van Helsing is incredible, thrilling, a classic, one awesome roller coaster ride. Van Helsing, rated PG-13, at theaters tomorrow.
Hot. Spicy. Excuse me? Only Taco Bell has the crunchy, melty, spicy stuff you crave. Spice up the night. Open till midnight or later.
How do you make caramel even better? Put it into Hershey's Kisses. Introducing Hershey's Kisses filled with caramel. It's bliss, inside and out.
Fact is, all light beers are low in carbs. Choose on taste. It's all here.
Will my car be ready this afternoon like you promised?
Yes.
Will you try to sell me something I really don't need?
No.
Come to Midas for great value and service every day. Lifetime guaranteed brake pads or shoes are just $89.95 installed. Guaranteed for as long as you own your car.
Trust the Midas touch.
I agree with it. Bob Kelly's degrading to women with that remark. It was very offensive. In about 2 months, America will be handing over control of Iraq to the Iraqi people. Whether this will be a success or a disaster is anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure, I can't pronounce success. There are no easy choices. To give you an idea of what this is like, it's time to play Iraq. Let's make a deal. Iraq, let's make a deal. Okay. All right. Let's make a deal with Iraq. Okay, this is Salah. Now, where are you from?
I am from Karbala.
Karbala. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, you have a lot of fans here. Salah's here tonight representing the Iraqi people. Salah, are you ready to make a deal?
Okay, I'll try.
All right, Salah, I'm going to start out with $30 billion for infrastructure. And I didn't mean to have my voice crack then, but it did. Okay. And some nice, large American military presence. Okay. Now, the June 30th deadline's approaching. The United States is supposed to leave. But maybe it doesn't have to be that way. Do you want to keep all that you have right now and have the U.S. stay for an extra few months, probably causing more resentment and bloodshed? Or do you want to try to run the country yourselves and go with what's behind curtain number one, Salah?
Well, the United States has been there long enough. Nothing good can come of them staying.
Wow.
So, I think I'll go with curtain number one.
All right, let's see what's behind curtain number one. Open it up. Okay. Oh, it's a civil war. I'm sorry. Terrible. Well, Salah, that didn't work out, but I don't want to leave you empty-handed, so I'm going to give you another chance.
Okay.
All right. You can stay with your civil war and hope it gets better, or you can bring back the international community to keep the peace for a while, then have an election where you can choose between curtain number 2 or curtain number 3. Salah, what do you say?
I think I'll try curtain number 3.
Okay, you made your choice, but before we open that, let's see what you passed up behind curtain number 2. Please open up curtain number 2. What did you pass up, Salah? Oh, my. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. The people have elected a fundamentalist theocracy. I hope your women don't like to drive. Good thing you didn't go with that one, Salah. But let's see what you want instead. Come on over here. Let's see. Curtain number 3, it's a, oh my God, a democratic Iraq. Yes, you finally have a nice Iraq. Salam, I hope you have people figure out how to make it a reality because it's getting a little annoying for us. Thanks for playing Iraq. Let's make a deal. We'll be right back after this message.
Nobody Everybody knows Joe and Doug like their own moms.
That's my boy.
Plus, who'd want this guy's baby?
One small step for man, one step for my sperm.
Comedy only a mother could love. The Man Show. New episode Sunday at 10 here on Comedy Central.
That hurt my soul.
On June 11th, The Chronicles of Riddick comes to theaters everywhere. But tonight, you can see the world premiere of the trailer at thechroniclesofriddick.com.
You're not afraid of the dark, are you?
Get into Taco Bell for the cheesy Gordita Crunch. Warm flatbread covered in 3 melted cheeses wrapped around a crunchy taco and topped with a zesty pepper jack sauce. So cheesy.
I like cheesy.
To get crunchy, chewy, cheesy, and melty, think outside the bun.
No
thanks.